Thanks a lot for the invite, and thanks a lot for the invitation, the possibility to work with the DCC. I think for us it has been a great pleasure to do this. So my name is Carola Hein, and I'm in the chair History of Architecture and Urban Planning. And in the chair, we do quite a bit of work on visuals, on maps, on photographs, on historical documents. And through a number of projects, we have tried to combine this analysis with big data or with computer science questions. So, for example, there are Reinhard Rütte in the chair of history is looking at historical maps, the kind of maps you see on my background, and is examining, exploring them, looking from the contemporary state to the past, and drawing all kinds of conclusions on spatial, social, cultural changes. And in another project called Archimedial, we've looked at the images from the Amsterdam Bildbank and used crowdsourcing and AI to try and match historical images with contemporary spaces and teach the computers to learn architectural details. So the visual recognition of images to see what are specific patterns. We've also worked on other projects related to the urbanization of the sea, to energy and the spread in the landscape, but always at this intersection of history as a tool to better understand the present and to design the future, and of visual recognition, of recognition of visual elements. Now, all of these elements have ended up in all kinds of servers with various peoples and numerous student assistants and different people. So we have a lot of data that is spread out over several servers, over lots of people, and it's not integrated. And I really think it's a loss of our time, our effort, if we can't find ways to bring this together on one spatial platform in one methodology, so that whatever historians do, that this work can be reused. And that would also make it possible for us to bring in students. So if we have a group of students using historical GIS, which is what we've been mostly using, making a new set of data, we want to be able to integrate that set of data into the next round of student work, into the work that we do, rather than having all these separate projects that end up and get lost. And I think that's the question that we then took to the DCC to say, can you help us develop a methodology, develop tools so that we have a shared platform where we can work together between the architecture faculty and the computer sciences, and across bringing together a whole group of people from the bachelor to the professor's level. Yes, so it was really great. It was a lot of fun, I should say. I've learned a lot, and I think everybody has. So we had weekly meetings, and it started by actually explaining what it is we are doing. And I think for Ashley and Jose, who worked with us, even understanding how GIS works and what kind of tools we use and what we need was a first step. And the other way around, so their introduction, what to do with Python and, the kind of things that they are much more familiar with. I think that's where we met in the end. So the first couple of weeks were really of trying to explain from each other's side of what it is we do, what it is we could need, and then also to take our project out of its very specific hook and make it something that can include lessons even for a bigger community. So it's not just about understanding a specific set of maps or a specific topic or time period. It's really about how can we bring advanced computer tools to the understanding of maps using historical GIS or using GIS. We established these weekly meetings, and Jose and Ashley had 2 days a week to work and prepare and learn and gear up and develop ideas. And then every week we caught up on what we had been doing and so on. So they helped us set up a GitHub, GitLab platform, taught us how to do it. And I think there was a lot of teaching going on very specifically. If you wanted to use this and that, this is the way how you would do it. And they actually set up a workshop in the end for Python learning. And that has had a lot of success. So there was much, it was open to the community. It was over enrolled, and people keep on asking, we would like to have that back. So I think in some ways our project helped to kickstart finding the gap of learning about tools such as Python and so on, that are maybe not at the forefront of where people look from the computer science side or from the DCC side. So I think we have found this gap, this opportunity where people, even beyond our specific project, have been very engaged in, and where people are asking for a repeat of the event. And also we're trying to set up a group around digital humanities and to find a platform on which we can easily share things, where things can be stored. So those are the things, again, that Jose then came in and explained to us, helped us set up this platform for collaboration within Delft, but also beyond. Well, it should definitely be continued. I have to say, we already miss meeting Jose and Ashley every week. So personally, or for our project, I would have really liked to have some kind of continuation. So some kind of alumni access to the kind of skills that they have to offer. I mean, I do think that we have an easier way to get in now, or we at least know who to talk to or what language to talk, because even finding the same terminology was part of the project. So I think it should definitely be continued. It's very helpful, and it should be increased in its capacities. One thing we discussed, and I like that a lot, so there's people like my chair, which may be further away or more on the humanities side than many of the technology chairs. So there may be different programs like ours where we had 6 months, but there may also be smaller projects where we just need 3 days, or we need you to kickstart us on this, or can you provide information, a carpentry on that kind of topic. So really having a broad range of offerings, whether it is catching up on a specific Python, whatever topic, or really bringing people along to develop a platform, or having a kind of go-to place for people who want to continue something that they've already started working on. So yes, definitely continue, build it up, and make it accessible for a diverse group of people and knowledge across the university.